So I'm not even going to go into the rest of this match or anything, or some of my other matches with the deck. Long story short, I won every match except for one, and that was the one where my blue opponent drew counters, counter, threat, or something absolutely perfect to beat all of my cards. This deck is really good there. I'm showing this, not even the match, this game, because it's just awesome. So this hand is, this is a mulligan, but the other 6 cards are a very reasonable 6, I think. 2 disruption spells minimum, whichever one works better, and the cantrip. Sure, why not? Possibly even 3 if I need it. Because I can pitch the probe to the force. Duress. See Force, Mind Sculptor, and Mana. Decide that Mind Sculptor is not really a relevant threat here, especially because I can force it. And just take his force, because if he draws like spell that I need to counter, and then I force it and he forces back, my life is not very good. Like if he draws Recall or whatever, Tinker to go with his mana. Soul Ring. I'm going to fight over that so that he can't Jace in an early time frame. Probe to try and draw a land to activate my Gush. See Demonic, Jace, and lands. Draw my land. I'm going to opt to not counter this Demonic here, because I think this Gush has more value to me than anything he can get here, especially because he doesn't actually have another blue card that I know about to force with. I'd also rather just fight over the Jace. And if I counter this, I'm just going to be countering the threat he gets. If he gets Academy, which is the card that you're scared of this card getting, whatever. I'm not scared about that card right now. Draw the absolute best card I could. Recall. He does not have a counterspell. He did not tutor for one that he was going to pitch his Jace to cast. And Necro hits. I'm going to skip the rest of this turn. I hit some Necro cards. I pitch an extra Doomsday, extra Gush, extra land. It's all real easy from here. He plays Tinker. Whatever. Good luck having another turn to attack with your Blightsteel in. If he had gotten a Nullstone Gargoyle, I probably still would have won the game. I would have felt like a big idiot, but I would still won the game. So we skip our draw step. We get to have some fun. Ritual, Doomsday. And I decided I wanted to go for the Storm Kill here. I don't really know why, but I did. And it's worth noting that I actually could have saved the Ritual, probed or gushed into the Lotus to have blue mana, and then I'd have more Rituals to flash back with Will. We'll go through the pile I make. I make like a Recall, Lotus, Will, Ritual pile, because I'm going to have access to my whole deck. And you'll see me kind of get into a little bit of an odd spot here where I just like keep going, kind of lose track of what I'm doing. So Gush, draw some cards, Recall, Lotus, all that good stuff. Ritual, Will, whatever. And then I have like this oh crap moment, like, I ran out of cards in deck. I can't flash back all these things. I don't even bother to look at my tendrils. I'm like, oh, I ate the Storm anyways, he's just dead, whatever. Pretty sure, yeah, I could have like done some better things, like played around a Flusterstorm or something, maybe, if I thought at all. But I was pretty sure I didn't just tutor for Flusterstorm there. It's actually a reasonable thing for him to have tutored for, but I can't probe. So, but I see the cool way to kill him, which is flashback Doomsday, put back the same 5 cards. He concedes before I get to do it, but it's going to be fun. I would probe into the Lotus, Lotus into Tendrils, and Tendrils him for more than I would need to. But yeah, just pointing out one of the cool things you can do that actually generates a decent amount of Storm if you have the right hand set up to fill your graveyard correctly. There are situations where the life gain can matter, especially if they've like short Tendrils you or something weird. Trying to think of scenarios where that really comes up, or like if they have a swords where they can like swords their Resto Angel or your Maniac, you may want to be able to do that. Just pointing out some cool things you can do.